In today's video, we're doing all new home hacks you should try this holiday season. If you want to make your TV look like a work of art, but you don't want to spend any money, let me show you my free hack that you can do to make your TV look like this for the holidays. In the fall, I showed you how to make your TV look like this, where it has a gold frame, and you can do the exact same thing for the holidays. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to YouTube on your TV. In the search bar, you want to type in framed TV art and then whatever you want it to look like. So for the holidays, we're going to type in Christmas. For fall, we put in fall. If you want to do winter, you could try that. You'll be able to scroll through, pick a scenery that you like. So I really like this tree one. The other cool thing is it has the gold frame around it. So it looks like I have a gold frame above my mantle. These airtight containers are going to make your food last longer. The containers are stackable and the reversible lids allow you to store a variety of items. They're BPA free, dishwasher safe, and they can go in the freezer. This is going to make my holiday prep just a little bit easier. If you don't already own a candle warmer, I want to recommend this one for you that I just got from Walmart. It's really affordable. Now, candle warmers are perfect this time of year. It's a great way to light your candles and it's completely flameless. It really increases the longevity of your candle because it doesn't burn down the wicks. And it also fills your entire room with the scent of the candle. Walmart also has this new line of candles that I'm a big fan of. First of all, these candles look gorgeous. They come in multiple colors and they have this fluted glass edge to them. Plus, they're large candles. You get a lot of candle for your money and they come in so many different scents. The candle I got was firewood and spice and I know it's gonna last so long. These also make amazing gifts. I got another order in from Wild Grain and I want to thank Wild Grain for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you're not familiar with Wild Grain, they're the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pasta. Wild Grain partners with small bakers and pasta makers across the country. With the holidays right around the corner, I really want to stock up on items that bake in less than 25 minutes, which all the Wild Grain items do. Let me show you what I got. Now, you have to get their sourdough bread. This is amazing. They also have this French butter that's so good with the bread. I also wanted to try these cranberry pecan rolls and all the directions for cooking these are right on the back. They're really easy to do. I also got these apple bites. Hopefully those are good. I love anything apple. Okay, I've had these before. These are the Parmesan herb biscuits. These are perfect pretty much with any meal. Now I always like to get a cookie. You can put these in and it looks like you made homemade cookies. These are the giant ginger molasses cookies. And of course with every box you get free croissants. You want to keep everything in your freezer until it's time to bake. Today we're making the cranberry pecan rolls. Now don't be intimidated if you're not good at baking. These are so easy to make. The instructions are on the back, it's just a few steps. Now every box at Wild Grain, you can completely customize with the items you love and they're constantly adding new seasonal items. So I'm gonna put these directly on the oven rack for 10 to 12 minutes. You can support the best small bakeries in the country by ordering from Wild Grain. Wild Grain is so great for hosting. You can look like a baking expert without all the stress. You can even buy their items in bulk for your holiday gathering. These look so good and I wish you guys could smell them. All right, let's give it the taste test. These are delicious, super unique, and nothing that I would be able to bake myself. Wild Grain would also make such a good gift. You could send a box to somebody or send them an e-gift card. If you want to check out Wild Grain, and I definitely think you should, I'm gonna put the link below down in the description box, and you can use my code LizFenwick to get $30 off your first box. Plus, you'll get free croissants for life. Let's put together some Christmas birdseed ornaments. So you're going to need a set of cookie cutters. This is a new set that I got off of Amazon. I will link it for you down below or I'll put the QR code right here. But I'm gonna take these cookie cutters out of the packaging and then my next step is going to be to spray them with cooking spray. This is really important so that what we're creating does not stick to these cookie cutters. So you're going to need a pot you can put on the stove. What I like about this pot is it's my simmer pot. I don't use it for cooking. You want to start off with 1/4 cup of water into your pot. You're also going to put in 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. Next, we're going to put this on low. We're gonna warm it up over on the stove. It does not have to come to a boil, and then we're gonna add in some gelatin. This box has 4 packets of gelatin. I'm just gonna put 1 packet in, and I'll just sprinkle it in, and then I'm going to mix it until right before it starts to boil. You want the gelatin to be completely dissolved. Okay, so my gelatin is dissolved. So now I'm gonna bring it over and add in my birdseed. So my next step is going to be to add in 1/4 cup of flour and 1 cup of birdseed. Now we're just going to combine all of those ingredients together. Next, I'll just place this mixture into my cookie cutters. Make sure that you spray your cookie cutters, otherwise you're not gonna be able to get them out. And then you can just use your hands to press it into all the corners. We're gonna set this aside for about 10 minutes, let it cool down, and then we're gonna try to remove the molds. After 10 minutes, you want to slide the cookie cutters out so that they don't stick to the outside of the cookie cutters. If you put enough spray on them, they should come out fairly easily. Now, if you're going to be hanging these up outside, you want to poke a hole. So I just have a disposable straw. I'm gonna poke a hole through the top and then we'll let them dry completely. Now I think I'm gonna let these sit overnight before I add in the strings. So my ornaments have had a day to dry, and now I'm going to hang some of them up. Now you can hang them up for the birds outside. At my house, I have a lot of squirrels, so I'm probably gonna put some of them lower so that the squirrels can get to them too. My theme this year is definitely a Ralph Lauren Christmas. That means to me just very traditional, deep colors, and I'm definitely going with the traditional reds and greens. Now, I wanted to show you how I'm gonna be wrapping my presents this year. There's so many places that you can get wrapping paper. I was really drawn to this set of 3 wrapping papers on Amazon. One, because love the colors, and I also like that it's not shiny, it's more muted. I feel like it looks so high end. So I'm gonna be wrapping my presents with that. The other thing I'm gonna be doing is adding on this gorgeous velvet ribbon. You guys have seen me use this ribbon so much. I have it in multiple colors, but I'm gonna be adding on the red and green. If you're looking for this ribbon, I'm gonna link to it right here so you guys can click on the link. And all the links I'm showing you in today's video will be down below in the description box. The other thing I'm gonna be adding that I've never done before are these gold raised stickers. I found these on Amazon and I feel like they're gonna be perfect just to really personalize my gifts. I feel like they're gonna look so amazing. So let me show you how I put this all together. If you don't have one of these tape guns, it makes wrapping your packages so much easier because you don't have to stop and get the tape off. You can just put the tape on so easily. So I will link to this for you as well. So I'm just gonna wrap my presents like I normally would. Then I'm going to wrap the velvet ribbon around the back, tape it in place, and then I'm gonna go the opposite direction, pull the ribbon up, tape it in place, and then I will tie a small bow. Now you can add on your letters to personalize this to whoever it goes to. You can really put it anywhere on the ribbon, but you're just gonna use the letters to add their name. Now for this package, I want to do a tone on tone look. So I have the matte green paper and then I'm gonna use this green velvet ribbon. So I just got it to where it was centered up. I'm gonna start on the front and then I'll pull it to the back. And then the big thing here is you just wanna make sure that you keep the green velvet ribbon on the outside. So I'm gonna take it in the middle here, cross it over, but I need to turn my ribbon so you can see the outside edges on the sides. And then I'll pull it around to the front. And then I usually will take one of the ribbons, loop it underneath, and then I'll tie my bow. Now I will say this ribbon does shed a little bit, but it's easily able to be wiped off. So I'm gonna tie this together just to hold everything in place. And then with the rest of my ribbon, I'll create my bow. Since this ribbon has frayed edges, you're gonna have to kind of pull it out a little bit to make that bow. And then with your tails, just flip them around so that you can see that pretty velvet. Let's put together some holiday cupcakes. You're gonna need a basic white cake mix, and I'm gonna start by putting these together according to the package directions. So put your cake mix in your large bowl. Next, we're gonna add in 1 1/4 cups water, a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Next, you're gonna need 4 egg whites. Now I'm gonna mix everything for 2 minutes. Next, grab your favorite cupcake liners and put them into a cupcake pan. These are just ones that I've had for a while now. I have this kitchen gadget that makes scooping your batter for muffins or cupcakes so much easier. It's mess-free and it's always gonna scoop the perfect portion. I'm gonna place them in the oven for 19 to 23 minutes. We're gonna turn our cupcakes into melted snowman cupcakes. So you're going to need large marshmallows, and you're also going to need some food safe pins. I'm gonna be using the black and the orange to make a snowman face onto my marshmallows. Now, when you put your white icing on here, I'm just gonna use frosted icing that I picked up at the store. You wanna kind of overdo this because you want it to look like melted snow. So put a good amount of icing on there. So these are gonna be really easy to put together. You're gonna start with putting your marshmallow at the back of your cupcake. You're going to put in 2 pretzel sticks for arms and then 2 M&Ms for buttons. I love crafting projects this time of year, and I came up with a way to make a wreath using one of these stainless steel scrubbers. I'm sure somebody's already done this before. What you're going to need is a piece of white paper. I actually want to make this into a personalized card. So I'm going to fold my paper in half, and then I want to make a wreath. So to do that, I need like a circle to kind of help me with a template. So this is just a lid to my candle back there, and I'm going to put it so it's kind of at the top half, and then I'm gonna draw a circle around it. You need a paint color to do your wreath with. I'm going with a green acrylic paint, and then you're also going to need your stainless steel sponge. I put a little green out on my plate, and you just wanna dip it in lightly. We're taking this part of the sponge, dipping it in our paint, and then I want to kind of dab off that excess. Now I'm just going to dab it around the circle. Put a little bit more paint, dab off the excess so I don't have too much, and go around my circle. Now you could stop there, but I think I'm gonna go around one more time. So I'll put sponge in there, dab off my excess, and go around my circle. Next, I want to add some ornaments. I'm either going to use my puff paint and put them directly on, but I think before I do that, I wanna try this little dabber. So I just found this tool in my craft room, but I'm gonna dab it in the paint and just try to make some ornaments. Let your wreath dry, and then I'm just gonna add a little bow to the top. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Comment the word of the day, which is Christmas. I want to give you guys a suggestion of a fun box you could put together just to promote spending time with your family. It's sort of a Christmas Eve box. I know my family gets a little busy on Christmas Eve, so you could even do this maybe on December 23rd, like the day before, but I like to come up with activities we can do as a family just to spend time together. So for this Christmas Eve box, I'm going to be putting in a board game. You can put in your favorite board game. So for us, you could do something like Connect 4. We also also love Uno and different card games, so you could add that in there as well. Fun snacks. My kids love these little candy boxes that you can get at Dollar Tree. You could put something like that in there. Now, if you were doing like a movie night basket, you could always put like popcorn, candy in there. And I think a fun item to add in is some Christmas morning pajamas. They can wear these the night before. It gives them something kind of fun they can open. If you haven't already bought your pajamas for this year, I want you to consider getting them at Walmart. Walmart has just come out with so many great pajamas. These are probably my favorites. They're like a silky pajama and they're so adorable. I have these black and white bow ones. I also have them with the pink and red bows. So adorable, and I have to tell you, they're super comfortable. And then if you want to go really traditional, you can get the red ones, and then they have the same color bows on there. But you can put this all together to make a great Christmas Eve basket for your family. After I found those amazing pajamas on Walmart's site, they came out with even more. So I picked up the other pajamas to show you in case you want some of these other options. There's just so many good ones this year. Now, I will say these pajamas will sell out fast. Walmart is notorious for having their pajamas sell out for Christmas. So if you see something you like, I would consider picking it up early. This is that same top that I had with the red long sleeves and the bows, but what makes it even better is it comes with shorts. If you're somebody who likes shorts instead of pants for your pajamas, this is a great option. Also, if you like the shorts, they come in the pink and red. You're going to get the same long sleeve top that you got in the red. Now, these are by the brand Joy Spun. So if you're looking for pajamas, even not around Christmas time, I would go with their brand because they're kind of notorious for having like really good pajama options. So those are the shorts that I had. Now this next set looks so high end. These are velour. And I was a little worried that they would be too hot, but I will say it's fairly thin. Like, it's not going to be too much for me. I love the white edge detail. And then you also get the pants with these, and then they have that same edge detail on the bottom. So I really thought those bow ones were cute, would be so adorable for like Christmas pictures. Now, if you want to go super traditional, I have another velour set, but these are in that like Ralph Lauren plaid that's super popular this year. So adorable. You're going to get that same edging with the white and then the exact same pants. If you're looking for an affordable option, but you're not wanting to be super traditional, try these. These little teddy bear pajamas I thought were so cute. They're very lightweight, but super soft. You get the teddy bears and you also get the pants with these. Now, another really cute option would be this. This is super soft as well. This is like the type of top I normally wear for pajamas. It comes with pants and then you got the cute little bows on it. Now, normally I'm not a fan of animal prints, but when I saw these, I just thought, you know what? These are perfect. And not only could I wear them around the holidays, I could keep wearing them throughout the winter. So I just thought these were adorable. The edging detail is going to be black instead of the white. So similar to those other velour pajamas. I will put the links down below in the description box. Again, I do feel like a lot of these will sell out fast. So if you're interested in any of them, I would go ahead and pick them up now. So I want to show you a hack for updating thrifted prints that you see at the thrift store. Because a lot of times I'll go to the thrift store and I'll see a print, but there's something that's off with it. So for me, I don't really like the blue color in the sky here. I feel like it's the wrong blue. And honestly, I want something that's a little bit more neutral to hang on my wall. So I got a variety of brushes. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be using. I also got out my sample white paint. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that onto a paper plate. This is a terracotta brown color. Now, I do feel like this is gonna be way too dark, but I can always add water to kind of dilute the colors a little bit. And then this color is more of like a beige color. It's called Malabar by Sherwin-Williams. So what I'm gonna do is actually paint over some of that blue to mute it down and make it more neutral. So if you see artwork that you like, but maybe you're not happy with the colors, you can always paint over it. So that really wasn't hard. What I did was mainly just wet down my brush and do light neutral colors over the blue. You can still see some of the blue, but it's a lot more toned down. It's gonna fit into my home so much better. At Dollar Tree, they sell these cups with lids. They're very popular. And during the fall, I put together a fun fall drink for you where I put a ghost on the outside. It was absolutely adorable. So I thought, let's put together a holiday drink. So we're gonna start with one of these cups, and then using my Sharpie, I'm gonna attempt to draw a tree on the outside. This is gonna be a super sugary, fun drink, but it's for the holidays. So I'm gonna start with putting a little bit of icing around the rim of my cup. Then I'll just push the cup into some green sprinkles. We're gonna start with 1 scoop of the lime sherbet. We're gonna go in with 3 other drinks. We have the Green Berry Rush. We also have pineapple juice and Sprite. All right, let's do the official taste test. I definitely like it. I love Sprite and I love the addition of the pineapple juice. I do get a little bit of the fruit punch. I'm really not picking up on the sherbet, but it could be kind of adding into that lime taste. So you may want to try this at your next holiday party. Last year I showed you guys ornament anchors and they were nice enough to send me a pack in the mail this year. I think these are great for anybody who has maybe pets or young kids who like to try to pull ornaments off, especially if you have like breakable ornaments. These really help to secure your ornaments on. Let me show you how to use these. So this is a glass ornament I have. What you're gonna do is take the anchor, you're gonna loop it through this area and just pull tight. So once you have your ornament secured, you can pull this piece down, place it onto the tree branch, and then just secure it in place. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite holiday home hacks are. I love knowing your opinion, and make sure you subscribe because I want to see you back here, and I'll see you in our next one. Bye.